friends, welcome to Rec TV. This is Kalyan and I am the faculty of Mathematics and Physics. In this class, we are going to discuss about one different problem based on trigonometric identities. It's very important problem and very lengthy also, but not difficult. Understood? It's very easy.
Please subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon for the more updates.
If sine power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta equal to 1 by a plus b, then prove that sine power 8 theta by a cube plus cos power 8 theta by b cube equal to 1 by a plus b whole cube. So what is given here? This is the given condition and you need to show this. To prove this, let us take the given condition first. Let me start the solution here. See here, this is given sine to the power of 4 theta by a plus cos to the power of 4 theta by b equal to 1 by a plus b, right? Okay, now in order to solve this, I want to multiply both sides with a plus b. As you know that if you make same change on both sides of the equation remains same. The value doesn't change. Okay, so here we are multiplying on both sides with a plus b. So on multiplying both sides with a plus b, what does happen? What will happen here? Sine power 4 theta by a plus cos power 4 theta by b. Here multiply with a plus b on this side. Similarly, we multiply on other side also. A plus b into 1 by a plus b. Right? Now, as you know that here numerator and denominator part we are having same term, so we can cancel. Okay. So what is your next step to do? Here simply multiply this a plus b with both of the terms. Okay, a plus b into sine power 4 theta. Just do the multiplication. A plus b into sine to the power of 4 theta by a plus b into cos to the power of 4 theta by b equal to, all are cancelled and here 1 is remained on RHS part. Right, this is what your RHS part. Now, for my convenience, I want to write a instead of here. I want to shift this a to here, and I want to shift this b to here. It's under a plus b. So write it down. So here a plus b by a into sine to the power of 4 theta. Sorry, already we wrote here a plus a plus b by b into cos to the power of 4 theta equal to 1. Right? Like this we wrote it. Now, I want to do one more small adjustment here inside the brackets. So we need to solve the bracket. Okay. How to solve the bracket here? Simple. It's also a simple thing. A plus b by a. Now, if you do the separation of the fractions, what will happen? A by a plus b by a. Right? Now a will be cancelled and we get 1 plus b by a. Got it? So instead of a plus b by a, we can write here 1 plus b by a into sine to the power of 4 theta plus. Similarly, if you solve this bracket, what will happen here? Tell me here a by b plus b by b. B by b will be cancelled to get 1. And we get a by b. So here we can write similarly here 1 plus a by b into cos to the power of 4 theta equal to 1. And let me do one more adjustment over here. That 1 can be written as what? 1 square. Understand? There is no problem at all if you write it as a 1 square or 1 cube. Let us put down the square here for our convenience and to put down the next step. To get the next step, okay, 1 square I am writing here. Now let us take the advantage of sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Okay, as you know that sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. So that means in reverse if you think, 1 can be substituted by what? Sine square theta plus cos square theta or not? Exactly. So 1 can be further substituted by sin square theta plus cos square theta. So let us put down the sin square theta plus cos square theta in place of 1. So let us put it down. Okay, see here. Now 1 plus b by a, okay, sine to the power of 4 theta plus 1 plus a by b cos to the power of 4 theta equal to 1 can be written as 1 can be substituted by sine square theta plus cos square theta to that whole square, right? We substituted now. Let us simplify it further. Okay, now you need to open the brackets. To solve the brackets, what we have to do? We need to multiply the sine power 4 theta with the 1 and with the b by a. And here also you need to multiply with the cos power 4 theta with 1 and a by b. Just do it. Okay, sine power 4 theta times of 1. What will be that? Sine to the power of 4 theta plus b by a times of sine power 4 theta plus 1 into cos power 4 theta plus a by b into cos power 4 theta. That means a by b times of cos power 4 theta. Now, if you observe this bracket, okay, sine square theta plus cos square theta whole square. This is in the form of what? If you consider sine square theta as a and cos square theta as b, then this is in the form of what? A plus b whole square. So it can be further expanded to what? A square plus b square plus 2ab. Let us do it. A square means what? Sine square theta is a for this whole square. And what is this? B square. B square means what? Cos square theta whole square. Plus 2ab. What is plus 2ab? 2 sine square theta cos square theta. 2 sine square theta cos square theta. Just see here. Here plus symbol is there in between. Okay. Okay, plus. And one more thing I want to tell you here. The sine square theta whole square and cos square theta whole square can be written as what? Sine power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta or not? Power to the power property. Okay. So here sine power 4 theta plus sine square theta whole square and cos square theta whole square will write here only. Why to write another step? Okay, just look at this. This is I am writing as sine power 4 theta, and for this I am writing as cos to the power of 4 theta and plus 2 sine square theta cos square theta. Now, if you observe on both sides, sine power 4 thetas are common. We are having the common terms on both sides with the same signs. Here plus sine power 4 theta and here also plus sine power 4 theta. If you bring this to this side, it becomes minus and obviously cancelled. So we can cancel from here only. So sine power 4 theta, cos power 4 theta, sine power 4 theta, both are same terms on the both sides of the equation. We can cancel. Similarly, cos power 4 theta is also there on both sides of the equation. We can cancel them. So, anyways, it is now it is reduced. Now, what can we say? Here, what are the terms left over here? B by A sine to the power of 4 theta plus A by B cos to the power of 4 theta equal to. Now let me write here. What is left over on the other side? 2 sine square theta cos square theta, right? 2 sine square theta cos square theta on that side it is plus. If you bring this to LHS part, it becomes minus or not? Yes. When you are bringing this term to this side, it becomes minus. Okay. 2 sine square theta cos square theta. Nothing is left over on RHS part. Okay. Now this is somehow simplified. Now let us do further adjustment. How can we do the simplification? So let me tell you one property here. If 2 is given to you and if you apply the square root to this, value will be changed. In order to not to change the value of this, apply the square also. If you cancel square and square root, again 2 will be remained. So any number, for any number you can apply square and square root at a time. Right? Square and square root you can apply at a time. Then value remains unchanged. That means value will never be changed. Okay. So similarly, for our convenience to do this problem, I am doing the same thing over here. So see this here. B by A I am writing as Okay, this b by a I'm writing as root to b by a whole square, right? Root b by a whole square sine to the power of 4 theta. Similarly, I'm writing this a by b also. I'm expressing as root a by b whole square cos to the power of 4 theta minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta equal to 0, right? See, we have done some adjustment. Okay, now what we have to do? See, I'm telling you, here we got a root, first term I'm showing you here, root b by a whole square. Okay, and this is sine power 4 theta. This is the first term of this. Okay, how can we adjust this further? See, sine power 4 theta can be again written as what? Sine square theta whole square or not? So here square is in common for both the expressions. So we can write in common or not? Exactly. So root b by a into sine square theta whole square, can we write it like this or not? Exactly. So we can write it like this. So I'm using this step over here. Okay. Now just see here. I'm writing this step as root b by a sine square theta whole square. Root b by a sine square theta whole square. Similarly, second term also we can adjust as what? Root a by b cos square theta to that whole square. Okay. Okay. Root a by b cos square theta. For this also we put whole square. The same term it can be written like this. Now let me do one more adjustment. Okay. In this 2 sine square theta cos square theta also I want to modify as something. Just see how it is. So if you multiply root a by b and root b by a together, what do we get? Here we can write all the terms under the same square root according to laws of radicals or surds. A by b into b by a. See, a cancels, b cancels, and here we get root 1 which is equal to 1. That means if you multiply, okay, any number or any expression with the root a by b and root b by a, and square root of one fraction and square root of the reciprocal of that fraction, if you multiply with both of them to any expression, the value remains unchanged because on multiplying them we get 1. So there will be no effect of multiplication. So we can do it or not. So there will be no effect of multiplication. So we can do the multiplication with these two terms simultaneously. Okay. So just see. Let us do that also in the 2 sine square theta cos square theta term. So here 2 into, I am having sine square theta. Let me write here root a by b. Sorry, root b by a sine square theta. Let me consider as this term. Now root a by b cos square theta. Right. Sorry. Okay. Root a by b. This is cos square theta which is outside. Okay. Okay. Equal to 0. This is what we have modified the given equation into this form. Got it? So what we did here, simply we wrote root b by a into root b by a whole square into sine power 4 theta as root b by a sine square theta whole square. Similarly, we wrote second term also, and for our convenience here we adjusted 2 sine square theta cos square theta as we multiply with root b by a and root a by b both in the same term, so that value will remains same. Okay, here also if you cancel this root a by b and root b by a, it will remain 2 sine square theta cos square theta as it is given. Okay, so here we can take this step. Got it? So what we have to do next? Here, if you identify, if you observe here, if you consider this root b by a sine square theta as a and root a by b cos square theta as b, then it is in the form of what? A square plus b square minus 2ab. So this is an expansion of what? A minus b whole square or not? Let us write it down. So a minus b whole square means which one is a? Root b by a sin square theta minus b is what? Root a by b cos square theta. Root a by b cos square theta. For that we put whole square, which is equal to what? 0 again. Okay, square of any number equal to 0 means that number is also equal to 0 or not. Or else I'll say, if you apply the square root on both sides, here square and square root will be cancelled, and this term will be remained, and square root of 0 will be 0 itself. So here we can write down what? Root b by a sin square theta minus root a by b cos square theta equal to 0 on applying the square root on both sides. So now bring this term to this side, then sin is going to be changed to plus. Okay, so what happens? Root b by a sin square theta equal to root a by b cos square theta. Okay, let us do the cross multiplication. We can say here cos square theta we bring to this side, it will come under denominator, and root b by a will take under the denominator when we send this to another side. Okay, so what happens here? Just tell me. Sin square theta by cos square theta equal to, here it is root a by b by here root b by a. Root b by a. Okay, as we know that there is a fraction in denominator part, it will get inverted. Okay, then what happens? Here sin square theta by cos square theta equal to what? Root a by b is there on upper part, and this when it goes up, a by a, root b by a will be inverted to root a by b. Root b by a becomes root a by b, right? So which is equal to what? Root a by b into root a by b. Root a by b whole square, which is equal to what? A by b. So here we obtained sin square theta by cos square theta equal to a by b. Now let us apply the rule of alternando. Okay, leave about the name alternando. If you just bring this a to this side, it will come under denominator. If you take this cos square theta to this side, it will come under numerator part. Let us do that simultaneous change. Okay, then what happens? See this here. Sin square theta. Okay, here sin square theta by a when you bring this to this side. So sin square theta by a equal to, here cos square theta will come on this side will come in under the numerator part. So numerator by b. So that is cos square theta by b. We are changing this a to this place and cos square theta to this place, right? And we rewrite it. Now we are going to apply one more property of equality of the ratios. See this, guys. In some problems you need to use the properties of the ratios also. So let us see what is that. If a by b equal to c by d, two ratios are equal. Okay, these are called antecedents and these are called consequents. Then take sum of antecedents a plus c and take sum of consequents, which is b plus d, and ratio of this would be equal to each one of them. Okay, for equal ratios, okay, ratio for equal ratios, any two equal ratios or more than two equal ratios, okay, ratio between the sum of the antecedents of those ratios and sum of the consequence of those ratios also will be equal to each one of the given ratios. Understood or not? Anyways, I am telling you in simple words. You took two ratios here which are equal. If you add the upper parts of that and if you add the lower parts of that, and for them if you take the ratio, that ratio will be equal to both of them. That's it. Okay, in easy words I said you. Okay, anyways, so now let us apply this rule also here. Okay, see, I am telling you here what I said. Here these two ratios are equal. Now ratio obtained by adding upper parts. What are that? Sin square theta plus cos square theta by here a and here b, a plus b. Got it? Okay. Like this we can take, and this ratio will be equal to both of them, right? And this ratio is equal to this ratio, and this ratio will be again equal to this ratio. This you need to understand very well. Got it? Now we obtained this relation sin square theta by a equal to cos square theta by b equal to sin square theta plus cos square theta by a plus b. As you know that value of the sin square theta plus cos square theta will be how much? 1. Let me write it here only. Why will take another step? Okay. So value of sin square theta plus cos square theta will be 1. So here we obtained the three equal ratios sin square theta by a equal to cos square theta by b equal to 1 by a plus b. Right? We obtained like this. Okay. Right. So now here when three ratios are equal, any two of them will be equal or not? So here this ratio also will be equal to this ratio also will be equal to this, these two ratios are also equal. Means when three numbers are equal, any two of them can be equal. Understood or not? So applying the same rule, we are taking these two equal ratios now. Okay, sin square theta by a equal to 1 by a plus b. Right? From this what can we write? Value of the sin square theta? So sin square theta equal to what? A by a plus b. Okay. Similarly, if you take these two equal ratios, consider these two equal ratios. What are that? Cos square theta by b equal to 1 by a plus b. Here cos square theta is again b by a plus b. So we could obtain the values of sin square theta plus cos square theta in this problem till now. Now what we need to find out, just see here. Here we need to find out the value of sin power 8 theta by a cube plus cos power 8 theta by b cube equal to 1 by a plus b whole cube we need to get. Okay, so anyways, we need to do this problem further. So here take this LHS part. Okay, sin power 8 theta by a cube plus cos power 8 theta by b cube is LHS of this, and the RHS would be 1 by a plus b whole cube. So we take LHS part and we need to get RHS part over here. Okay, take LHS. I am taking LHS here. What is LHS? Tell me. Sin power 8 theta by a cube plus cos power 8 theta by b cube. Okay, we took LHS part. Sin power 8 theta by a cube plus cos power 8 theta by b cube. We took it like this. Now let us rewrite this sin power 8 theta as sin square theta whole to the power of 4 by a cube. Plus, we can write cos power 8 theta also as cos square theta whole to the power of 4 or not? Yes. Cos square theta whole to the power of 4 by b cube. Right. Now, as you obtained, see, let me tell you here, we obtained previously the value of sin square theta and value of cos square theta, no? So we can substitute the values of sin square theta and cos square theta in terms of a and b over here. Got it or not? Once I am telling you, here sin square theta value we can put down here and cos square theta value you can put down here. Just put them. So here sin square theta means what? A by a plus b. Like this we can get a by a plus b. Okay, whole to the power of, how much is this? Power 4, no? By b cube plus, okay, plus here cos square theta. What is the value of cos square theta? B by a plus b. So we can put it here b by a plus b whole power 4, no? By, this is, oh sorry, here it is a cube, no? Sin power 4 sin square theta whole cube by here a cube, and this is b cube. I'm sorry, here we got actually, here this is a cube and here this is b cube. Okay, right. So now, how can we write it further? It's simple. a to the power of 4 by a plus b whole power 4. And one more thing here, this is, if you consider these as the fractions in denominator part, this will be inverted and this will be also inverted. So how can we write it? Okay, so I think here place is insufficient. So let me write here. This is a by a plus b, a power 4 by a plus b whole power 4. I am separating. So a power 4 by a plus b whole power 4 into this is inverted to 1 by a cube, plus here b power 4 by a plus b whole power 4. B power 4 by a plus b whole power 4 into this is 1 by cube b cube after inverting that. Okay, 1 by b cube. Till now I think you understood each and every step of the problem, and to solve the further part I need to rub the board. Before rubbing the board I want to explain you the key steps in this. Simply for solving this we took the given condition and we just multiplied on both sides with a plus b, and after simplifying that and simplifying this bracket parts, and we wrote here 1 as 1 square. That 1 is substituted by sin square theta plus cos square theta, which is a standard identity of trigonometry, and then further we expanded this also in form of a plus b whole square, and then we simplified all the terms. Okay, and we bring this and we cancel the similar terms on the both sides like sin power 4 theta and cos power 4 theta, and remaining 2 sin square theta cos square theta we brought it to this side. Okay, and then it is adjusted in the form of a minus b whole square here, and then after we finally obtained the value of sin square theta by cos square theta would be a by b. But and we just we applied the rule of alternando here, and sin square we wrote it as sin square theta by a equal to cos square theta by b, and then after what did we write? We took one property that on adding the upper parts and on adding the lower parts, that ratio obtained also will be equal to each of them, and thus we obtained sin square theta plus cos square theta on the upper part, which is 1, and here a plus b is added together in the denominator part, and these three ratios we got equal finally. Okay, then what happened? Sin square theta by a equal to 1 by a plus b, cos square theta by b equal to 1 by a plus b, and we obtained the values of sin square theta plus cos square theta, and we need to prove here sin power 8 theta by a cube plus cos power 8 theta by b cube equal to 1 by a plus b whole cube. So we took LHS part over there, and that is sin power 8 theta by a cube and cos power 8 theta by b cube, and we rewrite this as sin square theta whole power 4 and cos square theta whole power 4. Now we substituted values of sin square theta and cos square theta which we obtained previously in this, and we got we simplified up to some extent. This is a power 4 and this is a cube. Okay, so a cube and a power 4, on cancelling them you get 1a on numerator part, and here also b cube is cancelled on both numerator and denominator, 1b is left on numerator part, and here plus symbol is there in between. So here what did we obtain? Just let me write one more step here. This is we obtained like LHS part as a by a plus b whole to the power of 4 plus b by a plus b whole to the power of 4. See here remaining all the terms are cancelled. Here 1a is left and here only 1b is left, and as usual this a plus b whole power 4 is common denominator for both of the fractions which we write now. Okay, just see these two are like fractions or not. As the denominators are same, we can put down common denominator. Okay, that is a plus b whole to the power of 4, and we can just write the numerator parts as it is. So what is that? A plus b. Got it? So now a plus b is cancelled. See here a plus b is there in the numerator part and a plus b whole to the power of 4 is there in the denominator part. So we can cancel one a plus b over here. So if you cancel here, what will be left over? So here this will be 1 by a plus b. Out of 4 a plus b's, 1 is cancelled. So 1 by a plus b whole cube. Got it? So now did we obtain our RHS, required RHS part or not? So therefore we obtain our RHS part. So therefore what we did is exactly correct. Okay, after doing this long process, okay, we could solve it. Understood, guys? So here we took this LHS after obtaining. See, after doing, we took this given condition and we simplified and we obtained the values of sin square theta and the values of sin square theta and cos square theta. And finally, what we did, we took the LHS part in the condition which has to be proved. Okay, we took the LHS part, and in that condition, in place of sin square theta, cos square theta, we substituted the values in terms of A and B, and finally we obtained our required RHS in the given condition. Understood? In 1 by A plus B whole cube that we obtained. Like this we can do. So students, I am telling you once again that in 10th standard of CBSE or ICSE or intermediate or plus 1 plus 2, wherever you are doing the problem, it doesn't matter. Okay, basic remains same for everyone, but some problems are a bit clumsy, lengthy. In those lengthy problems, sometimes you need to do some adjustments also. It might be adjustment of algebraic formula like a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a square minus b square, or it might be adjustment of powers and exponents like a square, a to the power of m whole to the power of n equal to a power mn, or it might be adjustment in terms of equality of ratios. Like I said here. Okay, so here we have done so many adjustments in a single problem, and it might be a bit confusing while doing it. Okay, so don't get panic on seeing this type of problems. Please do focus and try to learn the adjustment. Think smart, and you can do the adjustments for any sort of lengthy problems that you can solve easily. If it is given under bit, we might have solved somehow easily, because by using substitutions of the angle we can do the answers of multiple choice bits. But it is a descriptive question for you in the board examination. So if you want to write in a descriptive format, you have to analyze like this. Understood or not? So I hope you guys would have understood this problem. Or else if you did not understand, you can put them in the comment box. We'll definitely do consider your problems, and we'll try to make the videos on your opinions. Okay, anyways guys, if you really like this video, don't forget to subscribe and share and like. Okay, share it among your friends so that this will reach to so many of the students and they will get benefited. Right? So for today, this is it.
Please subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon for the more updates.